Very similar feel as we're ready to get this one underway. We hope you guys are ready. Twitch, YouTube, or here in the studio, wherever you are watching, let's kick off day one of the Madden Kickoff Challenge. The kick is through the end zone for a touchback. As let's get to know the Beast. If you didn't know the Beast, well, we thank you for tuning in for the first time. Hartford, Connecticut, Patriots fan, congratulations.
Wanna know, baby.
Super Bowl bound?
No
okay,
shot.
Well, started playing back in Madden NFL 08. Favorite memory, his game versus Joke, certainly where we learned about him, and one of the most iconic games in MCS history. Let's take a look on the offense user. When you look, one of the more popular quarterbacks you'll see today in Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, you know, you're using that Trevor Lawrence because you have that team of the week. Team of the week right now is the only chemistry, the only build that you'll get +2 speed. So that's why he has the team of the week, Trevor Lawrence, out there. And then we'll go to the defense right here.
Yeah, Clef, defensively, a lot of speed out there. Nate Wiggins and Christian Gonzalez.
It's a lot of speed and it's a lot of height. You got Paul Krause, Wiggins, Gonzalez. These are all 6 foot and up guys. And then you just look at Nick Herbert with that team of the week. He's +2 speed. It's a lot of speed everywhere to chase down these quarterbacks.
Let's get this game underway.
You know, Nick, I want to touch on one thing on that offensive side. You saw that Beast had tackles in at his guard and center. Now, Clef, I don't know about you. I'm kind of superstitious. We'll mess around when it comes to the defensive end and defensive tackles, but I never mess around with the offensive line. I usually make them play their position. Yeah,
and John does this so you can have the strategy card, and it boosts all your offensive tackles. You can't get things to get offensive guard and tackles, but you can get that to boost your tackle. So he's just trying to get more pass block, especially with how hard it is to do the theme teams.
Lawrence looking underneath. He finds the Duke out of bounds and a first down. Great way to start, Ryan, for JonBeast getting an early first down.
Yeah, notice JonBeast has spin cycle. He's the only one with them on Duke. So he may believe that even though that spin is nerfed, something he may be able to use.
Lawrence in the shotgun, back to pass. Looking right up the seam. It is beast mode out of the backfield. Too easy. First down in enemy territory.
And those halfback streaks are so good in Madden 25. They get in between those zones. You really forget about it as a defender. And you see John here rocking that Indianapolis Colts offensive playbook. He switched back and forth throughout the year. He was in Atlanta. Now he's in Indianapolis. And it paid off last week, winning himself a championship.
He's going to go to trips tight end offset. 3 wide to the right side. Solo tight end left side of the formation. As Lawrence back to pass. 3-man rush picked up nicely. Corner route wide open. Too easy to start the game for the #1 seed.
I didn't like that from Milk. You know, send some pressure, get after him. Don't just sit back in the dollar. It's a great coverage defense, but you got to find a way to speed John up.
Yeah, if he's not looping and going through the gap out that dollar, he's going to have to get into the mud quick because you have to put pressure on that. You can't just sit back and let John dot you all the way down the field.
Yeah, John's too patient for that, and he did it in 3 plays right there. I mean, if you're Milk, that does not feel good for your confidence. Like you just said, you got to send some pressure. You can't sit back there in that dollar rushing 3 or 4. John's going to dissect that.
7-0 early from the #1 seed, as we'll get to see Milk on offense here after this kickoff, as the kick is away from Justin Tucker. It is McAllister, yard deep in the end zone. He's going to take this one out past the 10 to the 15, and he will get hit at about the 22-yard line. Hey, let's get to know Milk a little bit better. Ryan, he played Mutt Squads with Ryan Hollins' nephew from Madden NFL 16 to 19. Any reports on how good Milk was?
I'm sure he was a dog back there, man.
What you mean?
Madden 16
Tell us
and 18.
more about your nephew, your god nephew, Milk.
God, nephew, I'm with him. Hey, look, he a dog because he's here on the main stage. But understand that Milk is here ready to play and compete. And he's got 2 AP on Vernon Davis, man. So look for that card to be used a whole lot here. But Milk is high powered, man. Don't sleep on this young man. He got to step it up on the defensive end, but I think he has enough.
Looking defensively, no surprise to see the legend Sean Taylor out there.
Yeah, you got legends out there like Sean Taylor. We talk about the size mattering here on defense. Christian Gonzalez, Nate Wiggins, both 6'2 and 6'3 there. You got Darius Slay as well. Tony Jefferson. A lot of people have been using that card at strong safety as well.
He's got that Darius Slay deep zone KO on Slay. Starts out in the shotgun. He'll hand this off. Run, Ricky, run. Trying to find some room right side. Nowhere to go. The tackle from the Panthers legend, Luke Kuechly.
Yeah, Luke Kuechly, easily the best middle linebacker card right now in the game.
We'll be saying that later, throughout the year. It's like, it's weird. There are a lot of highly rated ones, but Luke Kuechly, that's not the throw you want to make. And there's Nate Wiggins.
Yeah, and you know, JonBeast and Wiggins, both of these guys, Milk, they have the best man coverage DBs out there with Wiggins, Gonzalez, and Stingley. So you're going to see a lot of man coverage. Once again, man coverage switch stick.
Almost picked off. That's 2 throws, Clef. and 2 almost interceptions. That's not the way you want to start as a new player.
Yeah, this is a terrible way to start. First of all, he marches down, JonBeast marches down the field, and then your first few reads are just blind reads that should be picked off, but he got fortunate, and he has to get a first down. This game can get ugly real quick.
But Clef, look at what John's doing. He's showing that double A gap look. He's dropping back into coverage, but you have to think about that middle A gap pressure. So great job there from JonBeast. But if you're Milk, that's why you got to at least show the front.
5 out, no completion, a 4 and out for Milk. Beast in prime position to dominate.
Yeah, and boys, that to me looked like a lot of nerves on those first plays, especially that first throw. That was one of the blindest throws you'll see from Milk there, and it looks like the nerves got to him. He's pretty much hiking and throwing quick. You can tell the pressure's getting to him, a little bit nervous, and we'll see if John can capitalize now.
There you go, sending the pressure that we talked about. That's what we should have saw first drive from Milk.
And that's tough because you come out here, and this is the worst thing you want to go for and out. If I'm Milk right now, I let it all hang on the line. He going to score. It's Madden 25. They're going to put up some points. So you got to just risk it for the biscuit, start sending some blitzes, mix it up, show some switch stick.
Oh, he looked like he tried to rocket catch there. He tried to get a little sticky with that one. RG would not be happy to see that one. He'd rate that one a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, you know RG, one of the stankiest men right now in the community with the rocket catch. You know, JonBeast tried to add it to this game, just not on point with it.
Bunch to the right side, solo receiver wide left. Lawrence in the shotgun. 7-0 Beast. 3:07 to go here in the first quarter. He'll flip the halfback, Ricky Williams, over to the left hip. It is Lawrence back to pass. Stepping up, throwing left. He's got a man to take it. It's picked off. A mistake from the Beast. That's a way to settle down a new player, get a turnover.
Last week we saw a lot of high balls from JonBeast. In Mutt, we knew it would be a different game plan. Those high balls aren't working. And TD and Club, you guys talked about it. The height from Wiggins, the height from Gonzalez to pick those plays off.
Yeah, you got some tall DBs out there, but we touched on it. JonBeast will give you that turnover. Now think about it. If Milk was able to go down and get 7, that would be critical. But now he needed that just to get back into this game.
At 5 plays, Milk has not gained a yard yet. Needs to find a little something here. Let's see if he works the underneath. It is Lawrence. Pressure picked up.
Whip route. Good coverage.
The defense is just the coverage down the field. There was nobody open.
John found a way to guard those whips and zig routes. That's huge there. Those plays have been dominant out of the bunch. Great job there from JonBeast.
Yep,
yeah, I like the replay. I wish they would have just showed us how he bagged that whip route.
Taking notes over there?
Absolutely.
Lawrence back to pass,
Has
third
the in route,
down.
missed it.
Stepping right, throwing left. Finally makes a completion, and Xavier Worthy picking up 6.
Yeah, and to Ryan's point, a lot of these whip routes, these zig routes, look for these cheat motion plays. New feature added to Madden 25. Milk running that Atlanta Falcons offensive playbook. They got 3 good bunch formations, and they have that amazing cheat switch play here in the bunch offset.
This feels like a monstrous play. 4th and 4, you come off the turnover. You need to find a first down.
Guys, pay attention to JonBeast switch sticking here. That's been the big difference in his defense.
There's that cheat motion.
Lawrence back to pass, looking corner out. He's got him. It's the Duke. Makes the catch, first down, an opportunity cleft for Milk to settle in.
Yeah, and it's a confidence booster. You know, it's getting rhythm. It's like basketball. Sometimes you just need to see a layup go in, and then everything starts clicking.
You want to get yourself involved in what we have going on with the MCS. Scan the QR code now. Register $1.7 million on the line. Usually, do we get a cut of that, or?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay.
Hollywood Ryans does, though.
I don't know about that. It's only one of us, you know, the belt winner user getting that type of money here at the event.
No, that's not.
It was a trophy. It was a trophy.
Oh,
He owns a belt.
Please. Yeah, he got a belt on. He got a belt on.
No, he's getting belt money, not a belt.
No, not at all.
Oh, no.
Oh, my.
Hey,
That's crazy.
hey,
That's crazy.
Cliff, how hard is that to play? He's literally in 3 different places. He wasn't in the middle of the field that play, but he switched it to know where that drag was.
And that's what makes the switch stick so key. You know, you can make something look open. The drag looked open, and then you see John click on the Kuechly with that right
How did
stick.
that not get picked?
I don't know.
Will you respond for your Panthers legend, Luke Kuechly, for not taking that off?
It was actually a fastball. He threw the ball just a little bit too hard for me.
Got it.
That's what happened.
Got it. Lawrence back to pass.
I mean, this is just phenomenal defense.
Over the middle, he's got Velus Jones Jr.
Not to play. Just do one. Not to play.
JonBeast taking advantage of everything, being a live event, being the #1 seed.
There's that aura. There's that aura we're talking about.
Yeah.
Stop. Seriously. You're like 50.
Says the oldest one at the table.
Am I really? Dang. No, that's not true.
Yeah, you ain't
right?
got a user and
You're
Ryan
older than me.
No.
Please?
No.
All right.
I think I am older than you.
Thank you.
Come here.
Oh, my.
Turnover on downs. The
Notice
defense.
that Notice that Sean Taylor rushing. Instead of Sean Taylor in coverage, he's got Sean Taylor on at the line breaking through.
You know, Sean Taylor is always a great card to user. He's just never been a good coverage guy, so JonBeast trying to use that card to the best of his ability. Screamer!
Good defense from Milk.
There you go, Milk. Milk, you got to send something at John, keep him off your toes. But opposed to last week, man, we're seeing a lot of defense being played.
Yeah, and that's the difference between Dollar. There's so many ways you can blitz. You can blitz a linebacker up the A-gap. You can run DB fire and blitz off the edge.
Oh
my God.
Yeah, your rocket is not good.
Yeah.
It's just not good.
What would RG be saying about this?
It's just not good. I mean, he trying to add it to his repertoire, but it looks bad. I'm just gonna be
There's
honest.
no stank on that.
Yeah, there's no stank. It's not stank.
He's 0 for 2 on those right now, so.
And it should have been picked both times.
Yep.
3rd and 16. Ball just shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Bunch left side. Jones solo receiver wide right. It is back to pass pressure right up the middle. Good job getting rid of that one. It's Xavier Worthy. By the way, what a debut for Xavier Worthy. He came out and he showed out for Patrick Mahomes.
He looked good. Little, what was it, jet sweep touchdown from Xavier Worthy on opening night?
He's got a little get up. 4th and 7. Ball to the 42-yard line. Would be a 59-yard field goal, but we know something about JonBeast. The kicker will not be coming out on the field.
And this is big here from Milk. Got to get off the field.
You've already gotten one stop. Stops are hard enough to come by. You've already gotten one. Can you get a second
He's
one?
not in the dollar right now. He's going nickel over, it looks like.
It's gonna be coverage, sending forward. Just gonna trust the 4 linemen to get there.
But again, this year the sheds are incredible, so just sending forward should be enough.
I'll split Ricky Williams out of the backfield. Play clock down to 7, down to 6. Lawrence back to pass. Needs 7. Throwing it deep. Has a man. McAllister. House call. Touchdown. JonBeast.
And that's not what you want right there. Big 4th down. Got to get off the field, but you end up giving up 7. That's a tough place to be. You're going against JonBeast, #1 seed right now. He's in his element. Now you're down 14.
If you're going to look to take away the first down marker, you got to send them. You cannot give a player like JonBeast that much time. I thought Milk has been playing himself a solid game, but just apply a little more pressure, he's been able to get to John.
Yeah. Like that defense looked like more red zone defense. It's too much field to play that.
Yeah, let's run this back one more time. Check out our replay. I mean, that's just a streak down the middle of the field, TD, and there was nobody on him.
Well, you got so much to worry about, and John goes 5 out there. He motions out the running back. You see there Milk very disgusted with his defense, but 5 out there, you got the whip route, the return whip route, you got the running back, you got a tight end post, and then you forget about the streak. You're trying to defend all these routes over the middle. That's a great play combo there from the Beast.
You need your best one when you need a 4th down, and guess what? It's even better when you get a touchdown.
That's a
throw pick. That is wide open. You might have targeted big play Slay on that one, and you can see the despair clap on the face of Milk as this one getting out of hand.
Yeah, and this double mug, the A-gap pressure out of this double mug, it just makes you uncomfortable moving left to right in the pocket. You can see he moving kind of left, so the one side of the field is hard to throw to. And John's doing a great job of switch licking, so he's holding on to the ball a little bit longer.
He's had this free rusher up the middle almost every play he's on that blitz.
I mean, if I'm him, I'm just gonna keep building off it.
And this is what I understand. Why are you having success with this, and then you get off, you get to a 4th down, then you get away from this? You have success.
You
last
overthink
drive.
it. Cliff, you know how it is. You get out here, first time on the stage, you overthink it, and you be like, you try to get cute, then you give up 7 when you should have just stuck what got you to that 4th down anyway.
You got to dance with the girl that you went with. You know what I'm saying? You can't switch up when you get there.
I don't get the reference. I didn't go to dance with girls.
You ain't go to prom.
You ain't go to dance?
No, I went all alone though.
Oh, man. I
See,
mean,
we called it stag in my day, but it was really just lonely.
Yeah, you get to dance and you see somebody else like, yo, she really dropped that thing when that juvenile come on. I'm trying to see what that be like. You know what I'm saying? That's what you mean by standing with the girl you dance with, that you came with. You feel me? Oh, you still on this one?
I don't know if Nick knows who Juvenile is. Yeah.
Hurtful. What is going on?
They just tried you, Nick. Nick know Juvenile, man.
Come on now.
Nick
We
was
taking
outside.
over for the 9-9. I know you know that, Nick. Come on now.
This is my verbal job application anywhere else. 14-0 your score. Lawrence the shotgun. That's nice.
Screamer.
Looking left side. It's beast mode for first. Listen, I slow motion my way to the McDonald's down the road from the dance.
Hey, yeah. You know about that juvie slow motion. Yeah. But I'm going to tell you right now that even though it's screaming, JonBeast is still sending 5 out, and that's what you hate to see. If they're still sending 5 out and you're able to make that read, that's a beam.
Good pocket. He finally got a little stanky with the click-on touchdown. You got floaties? You got a flotational device?
yeah.
The flood's on.
Get the rain boots out. Get the rain boots out. I mean, John's just dialed in. It's just laser after laser. It's too easy for him.
And that's the difference when you're sending pressure at $1. You're going to get better coverage, but it's nowhere near as quick as that double A gap or the look. And you're seeing John kind of stay in that double A gap just to show pressure and having Milk think twice about things.
And one thing about it, when you see John is prepared. You know what I'm saying? You know, when we first came in here yesterday, he said, hey, man, you know, I've been up on the game since 10 o'clock. I think it was 7, 8 o'clock at night.
Look at this pocket. Steps up, sees the seam, split the safeties, click on, make the play.
The crazy thing
he
is,
makes it look easy.
a lot of people wouldn't throw that,
Oh, yeah.
but John will throw that. He can be a wild man out there, but it pays off more than it doesn't for him.
Clef, I was going to ask you this question, but I need to ask somebody who has experience. So, user, when you're down this badly, how do you get back in the game?
That's crazy, man. You know, honestly, this is how you get back. You turn the system off and you start it again. That's
Sure.
what you do. Yeah.
If you unplug it, I didn't lose.
Yeah. Say, listen, man, we got disconnected. I don't know what
It's
happened. We
weird.
might as well just
I
go and
can
start
see
this
it.
thing
You're
over.
sitting next to me. I watched you unplug it.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Honestly,
the TV lagging.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
the TV lagging, you know what I'm saying? We
Oh,
done
you mean
heard-
like last week?
Yeah, that's in his bag. That's
You know,
in his bag.
the crazy thing is, before this morning, I would have told him to start route stemming, but now they done patched that. Ain't nothing he can do right now.
Are you still 3-0, by the way? Mm-hmm. Just wanted to check. Okay. Shotgun for Lawrence, bunch to the left side. 21-0. As Lawrence looks over the middle, he finds Xavier Worthy, takes a big hit, but finally a little offensive momentum.
Yeah, and there's those routes that are so good, right? They took away the whip route as a hot route in this year's game, so you got to find those whip routes. That's an inverted whip route. Does a great job beating man, gets underneath zones. Nice throw there from Milk.
And that's where this game is so different, because you don't have the whip route, those zig routes in your hot routes. It
You gotta
puts an
find them.
emphasis on the playbooks.
Exactly. You got to find them in your playbook. That's why a lot of guys love the bench pivot play, the smash return plays. And Milk continues to go to this. Oh, man, he's screaming up that he
Finally got a little pressure from JonBeast defense.
And the problem here for Milk is JonBeast was in this offense. He was running Atlanta early on in the year, so he knows every read right here that Milk wants to do, and you can see it just has no answer.
Lawrence. How about a little out route? Stem that past the first down marker. As a franchise guy, I love to see that. Love to see a little out route action.
I know you love those out routes to the solo side, and that's smart right there. When you're in that double A gap, you don't have a slot DB out there that can guard those out routes. So that's a good read there from Milk. He's got a little momentum going here. Looking pretty good on this drive.
Lawrence in trouble. He just gets rid of that one. 2nd and 10. How big is it for Milk to just get a touchdown on the board?
It's massive. It's massive. You got to stay in the game here. No field goals at this point. It's all about touchdowns. Going to go to that bunch wide formation. Looks like he's going to go back to the running back orbit motion here.
Come here!
And JonBeast. I mean, he's JonBeast, and that's defense.
Yeah, and he's got an answer for it. I mean, send that pressure off the right edge. He's guarding the middle. You know, Milk likes those drags over the middle, and JonBeast is all over them.
Lawrence stepping up, and he's going to take off. 3rd and 16. It's going to be 4th and short.
And John calls timeout there.
Does John have any shortage of confidence right now?
No, his confidence.
I was wondering if he
is-
might take it easy on the new guy, but
No way. His confidence is through the roof. Remember, we talk about that 10,000 hours, right? That's what JonBeast has. This is a guy that grinds all day, all night, plays this game probably, I would say, more than 12 hours a day, always on the game, getting those repetitions in, and that's why he's got all this money in the bank from Madden.
4th and a football length. Lawrence back to pass, looks underneath. He finds Marvin Harrison Jr. I refuse to call him Maserati Marv. I hate that
You don't like
name.
it?
No, I hate
Kind of
it.
like Bugatti Bugs.
No, I like Bugatti Bugs, but Gus Johnson tried to make Maserati Marv a thing, and every Ohio State fan was like, but nobody calls him that. Scott, settle down.
Well, it's in Madden.
No.
So something worked. That was a big conversion there, though. Scary throw. Goes to that whip route out of bench pivot. JonBeast was all over that. If you're JonBeast, you feel good with that because that was phenomenal defense on it.
Lawrence back to pass. Looking for that corner route. Switch stick to Wiggins, but a better throw from T-Law, and Milk is on the board.
And the crowd likes it here at Full Sail. That's a tough dot right there from Milk. Threads the needle right at the pylon and gets the feet down. I thought John had a chance to click on and pick that, but he didn't. And Milk on the board, so impressive drive there to get back in it.
Now he's got to hold for 1:55. He needs to find a defensive stop. And then another one after that, mathematically, but start with one.
Yeah, and we'll see.
Try not to bite off more than you can chew. Let's take a look at the replay. as Lawrence dialing up the hot routes and a beautiful throw from the Clemson product.
Yeah, and goes to the trips formation. Haven't seen much of it and threads the needle there. Maserati Marv gets the feet down on the corner route and right back in it. But like you said, Nick, he has to find a way here to play some defense because John has just been throwing dots all over the field.
I'd just like to point out, if this was college football, that running back, beast mode, would be worn and torn after that hit.
Wear and tear, baby.
Oh, Lord. I'd be going to my third string running back. Beast mode out of the backfield. It's another first down for John.
And you see John here smartly tries to go down right there. He wants to use as much clock as possible. Takes that 11-second runoff here. He's going to use this play clock. Goes right back to the ground game with Marshawn.
Over under set at 1.5 passes on this drive. The way he's running the ball.
Over, because he's going to eventually have to pass the ball when he gets down here. He's going to use this clock. Once you get past midfield, I think, you know, if you're John, you feel good with just getting 3, but he can be aggressive. He'll probably see we're already one more pass. And
You're still under, bud. Well, win what?
I said over.
Win what? What do we mean, win?
You asked me a question, I answered it. And then I'm going
And then you said you won. 21-7 your score. First half action. First quarterfinal of the day here from Winter Park, Florida. 3rd and 3. Here's Lawrence back to pass. 4-man rush right up the seam. It's beast mode. That's not beast mode Max. That's beast mode Marshawn Lynch.
And that's what's so tough about, you got the motion play there. The tight end goes on that motion. Your defense has to flock that way. You're so worried about that. You come back there to the running back streak, and it's wide open for a completion over the middle.
There's got to be no better feeling than looking up, seeing you're up 2 scores, chance to go up 3, end of the half. It's Lynch out of the backfield. He'll pick up 6, stop the clock.
Yeah, and like I said, John is okay with taking 3 here if he has to, because if you can go up 17 at half, that's 3 possessions. That's massive right there. That's why he's taking so much time here. I would expect this to be a run, you would think, but John, you know, he's a little bit of an aggressive player. Wide open.
He's open. He's got McAllister to the 10-yard line. He will take a timeout. 14 seconds left. 1 timeout remaining for JonBeast.
Once again, we mentioned it all day, those whip routes. The slot whip routes there out of bench pivot, too easy. Beats man, also right there, beat zone. John in business here at the 10. Now the question is, the field shrinks down here in the red zone. Has he been in the lab finding some red zone offense?
He's got Worthy, solo receiver left side. Bunch right. Lawrence back to pass. Rolling right. He's got room out there. He's going to pick up some yards on the ground. He will step out of bounds at the 2-yard line with 8 seconds left on the clock.
Good pocket from the beast. That's why you get Trevor Lawrence out there. Has that good speed. And you get out of bounds too, so you save that timeout. Now if you're John, the whole playbook's open. You can run the ball, you can pass the ball, do whatever you want at the 2.
No mistakes needed here from the number 1 seed. He'll give it to beast mode. Up and over. The wheels on the bus may go ground and pound, but beast mode was flying like an airplane.
The Superman jump right there from beast mode. And man, 28-7. This is what you expect from the defending champ. The beast has come out and shown why he just won a championship last week, dominating this first half.
3-score lead for the beast. As we near halftime, just 5 seconds remaining. We'll take this out to the 30-yard line. A new dynamic kickoff. You got to experience. We got to see a kickoff return out of the dynamic kickoff this weekend. Chicago Bears. Milk has 5 seconds. If he's going to score, he needs to find a big play. Not just quick, Nesquik. It's Milk.
I like what you did there.
Yeah, okay.
Boy, Mazesko.
That's 2.
Big hit.
1 second remaining on the clock.
Hail Mary time? Hail Mary time.
Yep, say your prayers.
Do you believe?
The pressure got there. It was a 3-man rush. It still got there. So he picked off Sean Taylor.
Can John get sticky?
In an entire convoy.
Can John get sticky?
There goes Sean Taylor. Sean Taylor's in business. Can T-Law make a play? Sean Taylor! Oh, he takes it all the way to the 15-yard line.
almost had the highlight of the week right there. So close, Sean Taylor.
As we hit halftime, 28-7, we'll see the kickoff here. But, man, if you're Milk, I think this break couldn't come at a better time. Take a deep breath. I mean, things are not going your way. So maybe an opportunity to rethink how you're going to approach this game.
And it's tough because, like, it hasn't been great on offense or defense. So it's not like you can say one thing's been working, one thing hasn't. Both have been rough out here for Milk. Like you said, got to try to get 7 to give yourself a chance to just get back in it and then try to rely on your defense.
It is Lawrence in the shotgun. For Milk, he'll split the bunch out wide. Solo receiver left side, that is Xavier Worthy. As Lawrence pressure picked up nicely, looks over the middle of the field and immediately throws a pick to the center fielder. Paul Krause the other way. He's got some room to the 20, down to the 19-yard line. Was that what he was hoping for to start the drive?
Not the first play as soon as you come out after half. You just got to take the sack right there. Right there, you just can't throw it. Tell me, Clef, what's going on right here? Because we know Milk is a better player than this.
It's a live event thing. You know, this is the first live event.
The light's too bright.
The lights are bright. It makes you uncharacteristic. You know, I guarantee at home he doesn't make all of these reads. You know, he's forcing things. He's not even getting pressure.
And I did check. I heard there were some rumors going around on Twitter, on Twitch, but I did check. User doesn't have his controller.
Wow.
That ain't
It's
user
not there.
controller.
No, it's not
See,
him.
one thing about me, I get better when the lights get bright. The hard thing is for me to make it to the live.
You're also not throwing
You can
passes
see.
when the lights get.
You can see when the lights get bright.
Listen.
It's the stigmatism. It's always bright.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the light
crazy.
always bright for you, brother.
It's crazy. Now, you know I'm legally blind in the left eye, and you would go there.
POP, hold it down, man.
I'm giving you an excuse.
I don't need no excuse.
Okay.
Bunch right side, Worthy left side. Can JonBeast continue the onslaught as Lawrence rolls? Good playmaker. Not a lot of room, but at this point, 4th and 10, we're just taking 3, right?
And that's also been a difference with John. When he gets uncomfortable, he doesn't mind scrambling and freestyling. You can tell Milk is not comfortable freestyling, and John's staying primarily, again, in that double A gap. So now John's doing what? He's comfortable taking 3. He don't need 7 in these moments.
Is this John learning from last week? Remember, he was up big on Abram. We came back. We cut back to the red zone. We went, how is it tied? Because he went for a couple 4th downs and didn't get them, and all of a sudden let him back in this game. Is this him learning from his experience last
I
week?
just think it's knowing your opponent and seeing how the game goes. You know, you playing against Abram, you know you playing against a great offensive player. You can't keep taking 3s off a turnover. You can't. Now you playing against Milk, obviously he's struggling mightily on offense. You can take 3. You know, he hasn't shown that he can move the ball.
Yeah, prove that he can move the ball first. And by the way, you extended out to as much of a 3-score lead as you can get. He needs 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions. Hey, listen, you put anything on Milk right now for the comeback?
I mean, listen, I'm kind of wondering this situation, Ty. You know, I've seen you in a situation like this.
You mean when he beat you last week?
That's crazy.
In that
Nick said it
3-0
to you, so now
weekend?
you want to say it to me?
I've seen you in a situation similar to this. Do you turn on True Clock just to try to get out of here?
No. Come on. You are here at the Madden Championship Series. You are in front of a live crowd, and you're just going to tap out like that? You're going to run? No, you got to fight.
Got to fight.
You got to fight.
I mean, things could get.
If he doesn't come here and get a life from user, then he's not.
Does he have? Did we get a life?
Doing it right.
Listen, we're down 4 possessions, getting intentional groundings. I don't think that's going to happen today.
Scramble with Lawrence to the 25-yard line.
There you go.
Cuts it to a 3rd and 12.
And I don't know why Milk hasn't done this more. This is the counter to the double mug. Everybody's in the gap. You can scramble on this, roll out, and pretty much throw whatever you want. You know, he's sitting in the pocket, and Lawrence Taylor and Sean Taylor they're just shedding his running back.
That's a dot. Let's go.
Nice catch. Breaks the tackle. I love it. Was that JonBeast? I heard a groan from JonBeast. He's up by 24. It's like the first play Milk has had go right, and he's like, man, that's crazy.
Another thing, too, I think Milk needs to do, and Clef made a good point rolling out, but also I think you got to test John's user a little bit because John is so reliant on the switch stick.
He's got him over the top. Can we get the comeback rolling? Velas Jones Jr. end zone.
I mean, you talking about it right there, Ty. He's getting way too aggressive with his switch stick.
Yep.
I mean, it's just no respect right now by Beast. He's switching to the drags, pulling people off, just leaving the bombs
you
wide
got to
open.
test John's user at the start of it, right? Because he's so reliant on that switch stick to go left or right. If you just target where he's at initially, I think you can throw some dots in there.
I don't love the math call there. You got to go for 2 there. It's an 18-point game. You go for 2,
Especially
you get
this
into a
late in the
2-point
third,
lead. Now
you
it's
have
still a 3-possession game.
No, you're right about that.
Yeah, when
Nick.
you're down
It's like
so many-
might be a little bit of nerves here on the main stage.
Of course it's nerves, but right here, this is where Milk gets back into the game. It's on the defensive side of it. And I just think he's got to get out of Dollar. JonBeast is way too comfortable against Dollar. He's been able to roll out. And look at this play here. Right up that seam. John doesn't see that. That's one of the toughest routes in Madden, out a bunch. And
That
Jones
wide
Jr.
curl
with
play,
that
Ryan.
wide
Yep.
curl is
So
tough,
good.
man. That's Dez play right there. Dez loved that one. But you got to get in the double A gap if you're Milk. And just send some pressure, show pressure. And even though you may not be comfortable in it, it just makes things happen.
I think he's going to be all right in Dollar. He's getting pressure. He just has to make some few adjustments. It could get even darker. Now, granted, you love double A, you love the mug, but understand, Beast plays against the mug. He runs the mug. So sometimes if somebody's already using that, they'll be very comfortable and know what to do against it. And we've seen a couple downs, and he's gotten some stops with it. Offensively, he hasn't been able to put up points. He's been getting locked up.
John is too. My point is, John is too comfortable against Dollar.
Yeah.
In Mug, yes, he's seen Mug, but every once in a while you may get that disengage that gets an immediate sack or gets a quarterback pressure, and that's something that John's been getting that Milk has not gotten in the ball game.
We haven't seen Milk get any pressure up the A gap in a while as well. That's where we've seen that linebacker out of Dollar getting home. Seems like John has made some adjustments. Maybe use some of those new slide.
But notice when that middle pressure comes, JonBeast just slides a little bit to the right-hand side, and
Correct.
the pressure's not there anymore.
Correct. I mean, it's tough because the Dollar, on the left hash isn't as effective than it is on the right hash. So that situation, I wouldn't mind him switching it up maybe when it came to hashes. But either way, you got to be able to come up with a stop somehow, some way to stop the bleeding.
I'm gonna do a call an audible. I'm gonna take a quick poll in the studio. How many of y'all are turning off the console at this point? I want to see who. Yep. Yours scumbag. It was Mole. It's fine. It's fine.
And the biggest thing for Milk right here is you got to get aggressive. You got to go out fighting. You got to send 5 has to be the minimum every play. You got to force a turnover. You can't let him just walk up this field because you're not even fighting the score right now. You're fighting time. You can't let him walk up this field and take more time than he's already taken up.
And, okay, now he's going to that mug, Ryan. So we're going to see how successful it is right here on this 3rd and 11.
And keep in mind, too, John is tough. Easier said than done because it's hard to get reads. He doesn't really have favorite routes. We talked about it last week. He's a freestyler, so, you don't know where he's going to be looking to.
Can Worthy get out there? Oh, Taylor with the pick. And Milk has a little bit of...
Lie.
There it is.
It's so
Clef's
sad.
favorite word. Oh, no.
It's so sad you forced that out of
But
me.
you didn't sound like you believed that.
I did not believe it.
Why'd I sound forced?
That was a
Because
half-hearted
he was
love.
over here giving me the elbow nudge and everything. Come on. I'm like,
So what if it's not life, what is it?
You got to post.
he got a post. He got a post.
Do you start bombing? You got to look deep, man.
Well, first of all, you try to go back in time and go for 2.
Go back to wide curl. He looked good on that previous drive. I mean, John getting aggressive with those hard flats.
Over the middle.
Nice read,
There's
nice
Jones.
read. Okay, nice move.
Oh, now all of a sudden uses Milk's fit. He gave the worst life I have ever seen, and now he's like, nice job, well done, good play, come on, young fella.
We got a little bit of a smile there from Milk on that.
That's a lot of time left in this game. If he can score
Especially this year. I mean,
if he can score before we go into the 4th quarter,
was dropping back that far.
That's probably better. I think he was going to throw a pick right there, so I think it's good that he took that sack.
We can't tell where they're looking, but we could kind of tell where he was looking.
I mean, you saw the target area. That circle came up.
Yeah, that didn't look good.
I'm done.
I'm not taken by the Beast.
John looked so much more focused this week if you guys saw him walking around than we saw last week. The last week was just confidence. This week, I feel like he's really buckled down. He has a respect for his opponent. Make no mistake, Milk is a dog. There's just a stage that he hasn't been on before.
Marvin Harrison cuts it back to 3rd and 4. Let's see if he gets one more playoff before we hit the 4th quarter.
You gotta try to snap this. There we go.
Oh my, what?
He's guarding them zigs. That's crazy. He's bagging
A little
those
bit
zig
of
routes,
a tough
man.
break right there, too.
Yeah, it looked
though.
like he got caught up in the wash. 4th and 4. I was surprised to see him send the offense out.
See if there's pressure.
You got to find your best play here, though. This is your ball game. It is Lawrence. Pressure picked up briefly. Throwing to that corner out. He's got the Duke. I mean, what a block in the backfield. Milk staying in this game. We're heading to the fourth quarter. It's 3 scores, but Milk's on the drive.
Yeah, and you can tell this is the Milk that made the live. You know, you see it in the difference of players in the first half and second half. Even though he threw that pick on his first play out of the second half, now he seems settled, and he could get himself back in this game if he can score quickly and come up with a stop.
And is this the one thing about John that's been a struggle is these second halves? He's kind of laid off the gas a little bit. We saw with Abram.
The Duke down to the 5-yard line.
He gave up that big comeback to Abram. You know, that's the one thing here with John. He can't lay off the gas.
Look at this block. And then Lawrence threading the needle.
And that's so tough to be able to look at that pressure from the double A gap, take a step to the side, and make that throw up under pressure.
But that's the key.
Touch pass.
That's the
sweep.
key. Usually we talked about it earlier. He felt the pressure. Even on that play, he thought he was a second away from getting sacked. So that's why you're getting that double mug, you know, and then go cover out of it just because the pressure is up the middle.
Double mug, the best defense right now.
Yeah, because the pressure. Whatever defense gets the best pressure. But obviously that dollar, you can cover better out the dollar.
There you go. T-Law back to pass. Quick throw to the flat.
And again, too, it makes you uncomfortable because everybody saw dollar. That's all you saw last year was dollar, dollar, dollar. So the guys like JonBeast at this stage, they're comfortable seeing dollar and executing against it.
Time is at a premium here. He has done 2 short passes and lost yardage. 3rd and goal, 4:05.
He likes this auto motion flat to the tight end, but John's done his homework. He's got flats out there to defend that. He clicks on.
Switched.
Oh, my.
That is phenomenal red zone defense from John. You can tell he's been doing his lab work, been studying what Milk wants to do in the red zone because 2 plays in a row, he was ready for that.
He's going to settle for the field goal.
No, you can't get it through. You got to get 7.
Wow.
Okay.
He settles for you says he can't. And Milk went, watch. He went, hold on.
I don't like that because you got to take at least 1 shot at the end zone. You know, he didn't take no shots in the end zone, just throwing flats and being cool with it.
It
You
was
gotta hold
2
on to the
flats
ball.
and a jet touch pass.
Yeah, you got to take 1 shot. You got to hold on to that ball and try to make a play happen.
Does he have the onside kick move? The low kick.
Oh, they cheated him.
Wow.
But that's the
You're
onside.
looking at your hands team going, dive for the ball, man. Come on. He tried to just bend over and pick that up like it was a picnic basket.
That's a great onside kick.
a
That's
dive.
perfect. That's perfect. Who
Look
was
at him.
40? 40 got to get cut.
He's, hey, man, come to my office after the game. Let me talk to you for a second. By the way, it is important to talk about, for the first time, we are getting to see the beautiful USAA Stadium, the home of the Madden Championship Series. Really cool partnership with USAA, and the stadium looks awesome.
It does. Amazing addition here to the Madden Championship Series. Love to see it there in the background. The home of the MCS, USAA. Love to see it.
And you know, Clef, what I was thinking about on this update, you know, they took away the spin, the way you can really get loose because now, you know, everyone was running on conservative. Now you got to see guys, either they're going to be on conservative and not make a big move, or they're going to be on balance and risk the boom tech. In this situation right here, you kind of wonder, like how Beast has the spin cycle on the tight end, Duke. Is it worth it, being on balance versus conservative?
I think it's worth it because on balance, you actually can break tackles. You know what I'm saying? You'll get some auto break tackles and animations like that. When you're on conservative, you just can't make anybody miss at all. You know, I'm a fan of trying to make people miss, breaking some tackles because those long touchdown runs that you get tackled on can be a touchdown when you break the tackle.
You can try and make people miss right now if you scan that QR code. Because you can come out here, maybe do a little better than Milk for your first time on the main stage. $1.7 million on the line.
But Clef, those boom tack hit sticks, those kind of go crazy though. If you're on balance, you might lay the football on the ground.
I think you got to take it. Yeah, I think you got to take the risk.
Got to have some stick, TD. You ain't got no stick.
I mean, you know, don't just go in there and get your head taken off.
Yeah, you got to make people miss. Know how to get down when you need to get down.
Know how to get. My coach used to say, always make yourself small when you run the ball. Make yourself an easy target.
Lawrence back to pass, pressure up the middle. He finds beast mode. Running back drag, first down.
Oh, my God.
Football 101, what do they always say? You throw where the blitzer's coming, and that's exactly what he did there. That A-gap coming through, the drag route's right there. That's a huge completion from the Beast.
And that's why I don't like Milk in the dollar because JonBeast is so comfortable versus the dollar. Again, you know that blitzer's coming every single time, and you throw right behind it.
I think Milk User has just been terrible this game. Right there, I mean, he's been having this dude come through the A-gap pretty much, probably 80% of the game.
Yeah, because he's
But
sending 5 out.
he's sending 5 out, but you got to be aggressive with your user, especially on 4th and 3. You
know where
can't
you're
give up. You cannot give up a drag. You can't give up something that sticks on 4th down for the game.
Because one thing about it, when you're sending 5 out, you're very confident of where that hole is going to be at. Like, okay, instantly it's going to be right there, so you got to be able to cover that.
Hey, Clef, what's the feeling like in this situation here? You're JonBeast, you're up big. Do you start trying different things? Do you kind of shorten your playbook, not show your play? Because you got to think the other competitors are on the other side watching everything JonBeast does. Are you comfortable? Are you happy? You're saying, man, I'm not content until the job is done.
Honestly, you just want to get out this game by any means possible. You know, it's always a blessing to win any MCS game, especially at a live event. You just want to figure out how to make it happen.
And this is $5,000 game of Madden. Like, that's not to be overshadowed. These guys are playing for $5,000 right now. So closing this out, I mean, I think when Milk looked at this game, he was hoping to hear his name as the winner, not to hear that JonBeast was milking the clock on him with a minute 53 to go.
I see what you did there.
Wow,
nice.
That's 3.
Wow.
He's going to stop the clock. 4th and 20. This is interesting. I didn't know JonBeast had a punter on the team.
Tressway.
There's no chance this ball don't go through.
Is it Tressway? Madden 20 Bowl champion,
Yes.
Tressway.
Wasn't he Team of the Year?
I mean, he led Joke to victory.
That was a terrible punt.
See, he hasn't punted this year.
He had no idea.
not-
That was one of the worst punts.
Here we go.
That's probably his first time punting this year.
I can't wait. I want John just to spend the next like 12 hours practicing punts. Like he's like, I can't.
And Tress is on there because that Washington theme team.
Yeah. Shout out to the legend Joke, who is in your top 10, right?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, just making sure. Ryan, he's in your top 10, right?
Please, and
Who Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah, we love Joe.
Is that picked
Other
off?
than when he was complaining about
No,
the
he didn't say
gunslinger
if you
AP.
love Joke, is he in your top 10?
Boy, got a strap.
I don't have a top 10 yet.
Oh, my
I don't have a
goodness.
top 10 yet, all right?
Oh, my goodness, man.
We got a couple in there, you know, and then we got a couple maybes, all right?
Is
Remember when Joe did that? Gunslinger, he didn't want it to be 1 AP no more?
Yeah.
well, a deep sigh of relief for the Beast. He will move on to day 2. 2 wins away from going back-to-back. Should not be overshadowed what he's been able to do. Pure dominance in this game, and the dream of back-to-back championships is alive.
But the thing about Milk right here, you're going to learn from this situation. You know what I'm saying? You know, you played a terrible first half, but you was able to bounce back and shake it. And I know he's going to be kicking himself like, if I could have just got the jitters under control and play my game. That's the worst thing about it. When you come out and you don't play your game like, yo,
He
I
won
really
the second
just,
half. I mean,
Yeah,
And it's
10-3.
happened to everyone. It has happened to everyone. First time on the big stage, these things happen.
Yeah.
Hats off to him, just making it here, obviously very difficult to do. And I think he learned, right? Second half, he played much better than he did in the first half, but you're just going up against the top guy in the game right
and
now.
we've seen this happen before with Kobo. When he first stepped on the stage, you're like, yo, he's so much better than this. Then the very next time he comes back, and one more time, now he's a belt champion.
Is there anything that the other new players that are here can take from this experience into their games today?
You got to let it hang. You got to compete. What did we see from JMH and Meach? Go for 2. Be aggressive. Talk some trash. If you lose, like you said, you're
going to lose anyway.
You lose, man,
Everybody think you're going to lose anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to pick against you. Yeah. You got to let it
So
hang.
when he says everybody, he means user. Like he really spoke for everybody in the
I'm just
deck.
saying.
But he really
That's what I'm
meant
saying. You
user.
got to go out here and play your game anyway. You know, you play too tight, you're going to get popped anyway. You can't. It's only going to be one winner.
Facts. Hey, Clef, is there a way where this hurts JonBeast not getting tested in the first round? If the other game is a sweat and they have to play and compete and the juices are flowing, and John's kind of
I kind of
contained a
think
little
it
lax.
doesn't hurt him as badly because
he
we
played
had
last
the break.
week. And he played last
He
week.
played
too.
last week,
He was
and
already
if,
here
like,
in these hot
if he was
seats.
going into another game later today, I think you've got.
sure.
But like he's got to wait anyways till tomorrow.
Yeah, and the first game
That was a
is-
better punt, by the way. Good job, John.
He's learned.
Hold on.
And your first game is usually your toughest game. Just because it's your first game, you know, you're just trying to get into a routine, get into a rhythm. So as long as you get past that first game, you feel good. There's a lot of guys who feel like, I win this first game, I'm going to win the whole tournament because it just gives you that type of confidence.
Oh, I've talked to a lot of people, like belt winners, that say that first game more pressure than the belt games.
It's tough.
Because you just got to get through that first one.
It's so tough to get through that first game, man. It's so tough because you're not, intensity-wise, you're not all the way there yet. By the time you win that first one, coming into that second one, and that third one, you are laser focused, and confidence is on your side.
Well, 0's on the clock. This one going the way of the #1 seed. It is JonBeast.